Hello friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, Dr. Cholo's vlog for Kali exercise. And by the way, I was not able to do the routine exercises for Kali exercise today, but I decided to have an addendum to the previous discussions that we had regarding Kali, arnis, and escrima. So here it is. I was browsing on some YouTube videos and I came across this and I'd like to share this to you, okay? Just clips of it. Anyway, I've mentioned that Kali, Arnis de Mano, modern Arnis, and Escrima are different things. And I said that Kali is purely Filipino, and nothing was diluted in it. It's a Filipino martial art of the blades, okay? And different regions of the Philippines have different names for it, but in Mindanao, where I come from, and in the rest of Asia, such as Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia, are using the same term for the same thing, okay, in terms of sword fighting. We call it kalis, okay, and kali has been also brought into the issue. Kali, because I've explained to you, kalis became Kali. The reason why is language difficulties. And I've explained that why, because Spaniards usually minimizes the S at the end of words such as Kalis, okay? And so that's the reason why uh, it has evolved from Kalis into Kali. But here in Mindanao, especially in the southern part, of Mindanao, where I am in, okay, they still use the word kalis, and I'll show you later. But for now, I came across this individual in YouTube, and he is a living legend, okay? He is a living legend in the person of a great grandmaster Crispolo Atillo, who originated from Cebu, but I believe that he is now in the United States, and he's one of the originators of the arnis that comes from Cebu, and they call this the balintawak. But it, according to him, okay, I hope you can see the entire video because it tells a lot of historical truth and historical testimonies from the origin, from one of those who really started it. Anyway, these are my points, okay? Here in this clip, okay, in 11, okay, as he shares the story, here's a clip that tells how the first class, okay, let me go to uh, the family tree, okay. Let me show you the family tree, okay, this one, and I'll show you something here.
Make their own family tree, but no arrangement. That is the one that they are here. But mine, the original, my dad and Delphin Lopez, the best fighter or the greatest fighter after the war, World War II, Delphin Lopez teach me, and my dad teach me, because Delphin Lopez and my dad is a very close neighbors of during Saavedra. And they joined the guerrilla during World War II. And during was killed by the Japanese. Okay. Make their own family tree, but no arrangement. That is the one that they are here. But mine, the original, my dad and Delphin Lopez, this is the family tree. If you receive my books,
Please take note of the family tree, okay? Please take note of the family tree because it talks about how the origin of the Arnis Pares, which is one of the first Arnis group in the Philippines, in Cebu. Okay, I want you to focus on the family tree and let's see how it goes.
I will send you. This is the family tree. Can you do this? family tree.
Great.
So here you can see that very clearly. Okay, take note that you see the origin is Saavedra family, Filipino escrima. It was called escrima. Okay, you know, the family tree started with a Spanish esgrima and an unknown French escrima, and they all were escrima. And you can see how it went. Okay, let me show you the how the family tree became of what it is today. You see, from there, it went to Saavedra and Bacon, and then there he is. This is the guy talking now, okay? And you have Lopez. This is the father, by the way. Then this is the one who is talking
Did
now.
you say? It's family.
Okay, I hope you got that. Okay, so you will see that the family tree started with the involvement of Spanish tutors and French tutors in the form of escrima. I'll show you another thing that he said here, okay? And I think these are important, okay? This one. Uh, there's a question.
What was the first club in the Philippines?
The first club in the Philippines, in my place in Cebu, is the Labangon Fencing Club. That was
Okay, Labangon Fencing Club was the first club. It was fencing, eskrima, okay? Let me show you if you Google the history, okay? And I hope you can see this. A brief history of eskrima. You can say that the first fencing club was the Labangon Fencing Club. Okay, Atillo Balintawak. The first was, you see, founded. They named. This was the one, and you'll see that the Labangon Fencing Club. Okay, so it is a fencing club which gave rise to which branched and was changed into the Doce Pares Club in 1930. It was apparently the Labangon, the first club in the Philippines, was started in 1920. Okay, and this is already 1921, and then 1932, the Doce Pares Club was founded. And of course, it was known as Balintawak because of the Balintawak locality. They were living in a street called Balintawak in Cebu City. Okay, so those are the things that I wanted you to see. So just to support what I've been telling you, that arnis de mano, escrima, are related to the Spanish, or it has been handed down from the Spaniards. You know, the art of it is 50% Spanish inspired and a little bit of Filipino. And the evidence of it are the terms that they use. The terms that are used in arnis de mano and modern arnis are mostly Spanish words, and the reason is very clear. Okay, because of the influence of the Spaniard. Now, I want to show you the original Kali, okay, the original version of the Kali without any delusion from the fencing of the fencing style of the Europeans. Okay, so this is it.
Jadi kung tahu ini versatile siya, multitask. May nang siya on dulpini along sin na
Okay, now you will see that this is as the name implies. Okay, martial arts kalis barong tausug. Okay, tausug, tausug means people of the south, which is in the south of the Philippines. That includes the peninsula of Zamboanga, where I am, and the islands of Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, and part of Sabah, Borneo. Because during this time, during the olden times, Sabah was part of the Sultanate of Sulu. Okay, and you can see here uh, a martial arts called kalis, and this is what I've been telling you, that this is not arnis. Okay, this is not arnis, and I'd show you how it is. Okay,
Kastila Bulpi, magluray,
this one.
magtawid. Karangan na lang kalimot. Umasa, umasa mo, tumawag, basta dahil lang na, jadi pag-check niya, bihan na niya yun. Ito, ayaw niya, yan. Timigmas. O, yan ang tayo ko pagbihan niya.
Okay, this is called kalis kwenta because they call it in Malaysia. Okay, and this is the reason why it's also Malaysia, because we are talking about people from Sulu that live in Malaysia. And the history of why it is so, because in 1975, the war in Sulu, okay, the rebels came down, and there was a big war in Sulu where the rebels from the mountains came down, and there was a big fight in Sulu, in the town of Holo. And so people there migrated both to Zamboanga as well as to Sabah. And so there are Tausug, there are people from Holo now living in Sabah. And that's why they call this Sabahan. Okay, Sabahan. Tausug Sabahan. Okay, but anyway, the point is that this is actually Kali, still pure Kali without the influence of the Spaniards. If you recall that I've told you that the Spaniards occupied Mindanao, but only parts of it, because most of the southern part in the islands, the archipelago, reaching back into the Holo Tawi-Tawi archipelago, including part of the Borneo, was not occupied by the Spaniards, and so they still maintained what they call as kalis, okay, or
Pasan,
this is an example
bihan siya.
of how kali
Kanya bihan,
single weapon and multiple weapons.
lalay-lalay yung tanaw. Kanan niya. Lagkarang.
So yeah, what I'm saying is that, yeah, there is truth to what I'm saying. This means to say that what I really hope is that they would separate Kali, then take up Arnis de Mano, a modern Arnis, or Escrima on a separate note. The problem is that a lot of foreigners, Americans and Europeans, talk about Kali as if it was, or talk about Arnis and Arnis de Mano and modern Arnis and Escrima as if it was Kali. Some of them even talk about Kali and includes all the influence of Spanish fencing. It's different. It's different. I hope you can disseminate the information. When we talk about Kali, it has not been influenced by Arnis de Mano or modern Arnis. It's all bladed, but of course, modern Kali, if we call it modern Kali, when we practice modern Kali, when I did it in 1970s, in the early 70s, we were using the rattan, but we never left out using a bladed instrument. And that's why if you see what I'm doing, it's mostly moves associated with a blade, and we don't use the terms. We try to avoid using Spanish terms because, okay, we want to change how people of the world look at Kali, because Kali has not been influenced in the real sense of the word, has not been influenced by foreign martial arts, especially its use as a bladed weapon. So much so for the trivia, folks. I hope you have learned something today. We'll continue on with our exercise, and of course, we will continue on dealing with Spanish terminologies. Okay, next time. So please take note of this. We'll do it again next time. Okay, and I hope you come and follow us. And by the way, just to announce that we will have sessions, live sessions, maybe in the coming weeks, because the older version, okay, some seniors are coming with me in the park, and we'll be doing some moves, exercise moves with Kali exercise. Okay, so watch out, folks, for some live sessions probably. So see you.